Another day and another idea. The human brain is a fascinating organ that holds the key to our consciousness and its altered states. Let us explore a few ideas about altered states and their potential source in the brain stem. The reticular activating system has the ability to generate different degrees of coherence between subcortical and cortical areas, creating infinite motifs and archetypes in the generation of consciousness. Let us explore this idea a bit more. Research has shown that upon waking, blood flow enters into the brainstem before increasing in frontal cortical areas, suggesting that states of consciousness and their initiations are tied to the reticular activating system and its projection. Our dreams, including lucid dream states, and our wakeful consciousness depends on varying coherence pattern between subcortical and cortical areas, initiated by the nuclei in the reticular activating system. It is possible that the reticular activating system, with its varying degrees of coherent discharge patterns, may hold the key to what Jung called the collective unconscious. I want reader to stay with me and take a step away from neurophysiology a bit and take few steps into Jung's understanding of consciousness and in general in the form of psyche and its downward extension into deeper collective unconscious. All mammals in their mother's womb tend to dream with rapid eye movement, and this process is being carried out in the discharge pattern and its coherence in the upper brainstem in fetuses. Edward Garcia Rill makes this important point in his book, Waking and Reticular Activating System in Health and Disease 2015, that in the absence of auditory and visual input, there is a REM dreaming process which might be laying out the contextualization format for the consciousness content to appear later in the course of development upon birth. Dreaming in mothers' wombs may be related to preparing nascent consciousness for the road ahead, laying out maps of the territories of perceptions. What I am trying to propose here is that the seat of Jungian collective unconscious may be found existing in the relay patterns between upper brainstem stem structures and thalamus, and that we share these earlier discharge patterns with our mammalian cousins. And that it is not in the tissue per se but in the way neuronal tissue oscillates and the degree of its coherence with other higher order structures which provide the variety of consciousness experience across different closely related mammalian species. According to Jung, the collective unconscious is the deposit of all human experience right back to its remotest beginnings. The collective unconscious comprises in itself the psychic life of our ancestors right back to the earliest beginnings. It is the matrix of all conscious psychic occurrences. The collective unconscious appears to consist of mythological motifs or primordial images, for which reason the myths of all nations are its real exponents. I wonder what Jung called collective unconscious is shared potential or a capacity inherent in the subcortical structures of our species, to relay information in a certain synchronized way. And when a fetus is dreaming, is he bathing in the waters of collective unconsciousness, perfecting his unborn consciousness on the passages etched by his ancestors' synchronized oscillations? Thanks for watching. Keep exploring.